Hi and welcome to a new guide from Southern Painting. This is Battesai and today we're painting the new Imperial Knight kit. Here you can see the stuff I'm going to use, of course Knight kit, but also my airbrush, the harder&steenbeck Evolution Silver Line. Highly recommended, affordable airbrush. For this project I'm using the O2 needle. So we'll do first here, we'll put in some paint and we're gonna basically put in black paint in all the recesses. This is to give the model more depth when you later on put the paints on. So I'm showing you here where you're supposed to put the black paint, and this is fairly simple. Put in the color you want. Small amount is enough. Mix it up with airbrush thinner. Mix it with regular brush. You should get the consistency of milk and you're good to go. Here you can see all the pre-shading done. What we do next is apply paint, but before you do this, make sure you have pre-shaded everything. You don't want any spots left out because that will throw off the light effect that you will get from pre-shading. I'm pointing out here the places that are going to have different colors, but more to that later. I'll use the technique called masking. What we do now is put on some paint. As you can see here, you should apply the paint thin enough to just leave a hint of the pre-shading. I have left this area out because we're doing the hiking strip. For best effect, mask off the areas you just painted. I use both masking tape from Tamiya. I like this because it's more sticky glue and is more gentle to the paints. But you can use regular Scotch masking tape. Just glue it to something else first to take off the edge of the glue. You don't want ripping off paint when removing it. Here we go, masking done. Now we can apply the second color. I add to the depth of the paint by adding a darker shade of paint to where I had my pre-shading before. Quick job done. If you find leakage or mistakes, gently touch up with a regular brush. We masked off rather big areas here, but you can actually do small patterns as you can see here on my other knight. We're going to do the same thing for the new one. Time to do some battle damage. Use a regular sponge, put some paint on the edge of it. I usually use charred brown or the dark rust from the Vallejo series. And just go bananas on all the edges and areas you want damaged. Before I put on battle damage on all the shields for the knight, I apply gold paint to all the edges. I'm completely in love with the Vallejo Liquid Gold series, an alcohol-based paint with real metal pigments. So when you use this, make sure you clean your brushes with alcohol, not water, otherwise you risk of corroding the paints basically. Alright, as you can see, gold done. Next step before battle damage are transfers. I try to stick to the heraldry guides in the codex, so I will apply shoulder eagles and also individual knight heraldry as recommended in there. You should find them in the knight codex. They actually have pinpoints where everything is supposed to go. I have prepared all the transfers for every piece. To soften them up, I just use regular water. As you will soon see here in this guide, I use Vallejo Decal Medium on the model before applying the transfer, then also over the transfer, in order to soften it up further, make sure that there are no air bubbles. After that has dried, I apply Decal Fix. There you go, all pimped out. So now that you have your squeaky clean model, time to make it dirty. Apply battle damage as instructed before and airbrush on suit, burns, and so on and so forth. To make burn marks on weapons, I use regular washes over the metal paint I have applied before. You basically go from brown to purple to blue. That should give the effect of natural burnt metal. Remember, suit isn't all black. This is a mix of 50-50 regular black and charred brown. This gives it more of an oily and sooty look. Thank you for watching, please share and subscribe. Happy hobbying!